Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a everyday makeup routine. This is what I've been doing for the days that I wear makeup. So I don't do this every single day because it's still a whole routine. This is just when I feel like putting on makeup, want to do my go-to look. These are the products and techniques that I've been reaching for to get my everyday makeup. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I always like doing an updated one at the beginning of the year. So this is what I'm currently doing. I just showered, blow dried my hair. I still have to style it. We're gonna jump into this tutorial. Hope you guys are having a good start to your year so far. I've been pumping out a lot of videos over the holidays. I know I like to be lazy during this week, and it's just nice having some things to watch because I know as soon as someone that I watch uploads, like, I'm so thankful. I need things to do. I almost always have my brows done prior to doing tutorials. So you get to see how I do my brows in this one. It hasn't changed. I use the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This is my favorite one. I still use a bunch of others like the Got2b. That one laminates it more. This one looks a little more natural. Make sure I get a nice generous coat through the brow hairs. Brush them all up. And I don't want any product on my skin. I kind of just take it off before it dries down. Use the spoolie end on my brow pencil just to flatten the hairs out before it goes too dry and crusty. You can already hear it. We're getting crusty. Once I have the brows in place where I want them, I go in with my brow pencil, which is from NYX. It's the Micro Brow Pencil in Brunette. After trying a bunch, I still go back to this one. I just underline my brow with this, and then I go in with the NYX Lift and Snatch in Brunette as well. The NYX Lift and Snatch is like a pen, and I just use this to create the hair-like strokes in my brows. And I go the direction of the brows. So those ones go up, and then they start going sideways, and I just match these strokes to the brow hairs. And it's that easy. Every time I do my brows, I use this brush from the Morphe collection. Mine is so dirty and I need to wash it, but it's only used for the concealer underneath my brow. So I'm taking my LYS concealer. My concealer choice switches up depending on the foundation I'm using. But this step is essential for my brows. I don't do the top, I just do the bottom, and it cleans it up beautifully. To set my concealer in place, I just use the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I'll link all my shades and everything down below. If you're curious of the exact shade I'm using for everything, it will all be linked down below, as well as the brushes I use. Then sometimes I just throw bronzer in my crease. Lately though, I have been loving this palette, and I either do one of the matte shades or I do a combination of a matte and a shimmer if I'm feeling fancy. So this is the palette that I've absolutely been loving. It's from Patrick Ta. It's the first one. I've been really into the tones of this. I wore this on New Year's as well. I love the look. I basically did this, but just a little bit deeper for my New Year's Eve makeup. So if you like that, you're gonna like this. Just deepen it up a little bit. I'm taking this shade right here, and that I use every day for the crease. Take about 10 seconds to blend that in. I really don't spend too much time. I just have light pressure so that I don't really need to blend as heavy. Then once we have a wash of color down, I just go in with my finger, and this shade right here works out a little bit easier when I don't have these nails on, but I had these on for New Year's, and then I just press this on. I like this because you don't need any sort of adhesive. It just sticks on its own. One thing I noticed is I don't have enough little angle brushes like this. This one's from BK Beauty and it's their 208. I love how teeny tiny it is and how thin. So this is what I love to use for my eyeliner, but often it is dirty, which it is right now, but still want to show you. So I take this deepest matte in the palette. Sometimes I'll do the cream down first. That is just taking more time though, so kind of play around with this look, honestly. And then I just create a wing with eyeshadow. Super simple, but really pretty. I love these colors. Then I'm going to curl my lashes and apply some mascara. Favorite mascara is from Tower 28. This is an empty. So I'm scraping this right now, but I know I need to toss it, open up a new mascara. I was hoping a new one launched that I want to try, but there's none I really want to try right now. So that's just with mascara. I love it. I wear this most days, but I mentioned in a video that I have been loving my Ardell Wispies, so I'm going to use those today. I cut these in half, so instead of getting 6 pairs, I get 12 because I literally use each of the halves, so it works out perfectly for me. I love these. I already have some cut, and this will be my last use out of those, so I figure, you know what, let's just use them for this video. But I do just simply cut these in half and use each side. While the glue dries on my lashes, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my moisturizers. In the winter, I go pretty heavy with moisturizers. My skin needs it and it can handle it. It just makes my makeup look better. Using my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Eye Base and the face base. I use this in a lot of videos. I'm almost done. I will cry when this is done. Normally I would do this prior to my moisturizer. I have a product that I've been using just to mix in with my Glow Recipe Niacinamide drops. This is the Drunk Elephant Debronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. Oops. And I think the consistency of these two together is amazing. So just take a pump and like a little bit of the niacinamide and 2 drops, 1 drop, kind of whatever comes out. So that's kind of 1.5 drops of the Debronzy. Looks like this. Mix it together just with my finger. Has a nice little bronze glow. It's like honestly the perfect mixture. So if you have the Glow Recipe and this, please try them together. It's my favorite. So I'm just going to take my lashes because they're pretty much hacky now. Usually I can pop on my lashes with my fingers, but because my nails are so long right now, I can't function. So I'm using some tweezers. I like these because they just add a little bit more drama to the outer corner. And if I remember, I go back and pinch them together. We're going to move on to our complexion though, because I don't want this to dry down too much before going in with my foundation. So just using a little bit of my Glowish by Huda Beauty Blur Jam. This stuff is incredible if you've not tried it. I am almost done my first one, and I apply this all over my face because my whole face has texture spots. Focus it though here because that's my problem area, and then my jawline. This I smooth out, but then I press it in. And you don't want to go in with your foundation right away. You definitely need this to dry down because then it creates that smooth canvas for you. So if you're going in right away with this, it's not going to have the same effect. You definitely need it to dry to be that smooth consistency. You can feel it on your face when it's ready. Feels wet upon application, but then it goes silky. So you just want to wait for that, that silky quality. Just make sure you press in if you have larger pore areas. Using my favorite foundation with my favorite foundation brush. This is new and I love it. I have a bunch of these now because BK Beauty saw my video and sent me some, so I'm so thankful. This is the BK Beauty 109 brush. It's like the 101, but not as dense and smaller, which is good for my face. I love it. So I'm going to take my Haus Labs foundation. I have my tan shade and a mixer, and I'm definitely not this color right now. My tan is so tragic. Hope you're not looking at my hands. Still need more white. Ever since I saw Makeup by Mario applying foundation, he does this like stipple swipe press motion. I have been doing that to my problem areas. It helps get off excess product, but really make it one with the skin. If you like a brush as opposed to a beauty sponge, just a good way of getting out any streaks, possibly for the foundation too with a brush. I just prefer a brush because of the more coverage it gives, how I can go around my brows easily. I love this brush. And then taking my concealer, I'm using the LYS one still. Just gonna put that underneath my eye. And to brighten up parts of my face. Then taking my Maybelline Lasting Fix Banana Translucent Setting Powder. Steph got this for me from the States. I couldn't get this in Canada. For whatever reason, I couldn't find it. So if you're Canadian and have been able to find it, please let me know. I just spilled this everywhere. I use this to set underneath my eye. I was using my Charlotte Tilbury, but I felt that was starting to look a little dark. For the rest of my face, I have been setting with tan from Charlotte Tilbury. This might be a tad too dark, so I'm going to mix in a little bit of my medium. Medium's going to be too light though for my whole face, so I'm going to do a little mixture here. And once I've lightly set my whole face, I like to go back in, no product on my sponge, and just press everything in. This makes a big difference for my pores and the wear of my makeup. Press it all in. This brush I use for bronzer, currently it's dirty. I've only been using it for this palette. I love the shape of it to get into these colors. Normally for my tutorials, I have all my brushes that I use washed for it, but with the holidays, just hasn't happened. I want to show you the brushes that I actually use. So this one is for bronzer. It is from Smith Cosmetics. It's the 154. It's perfect for this palette because it's tapered and can get into those smaller pans. So I either do Private Island by itself, or I mix it in with Caramel Cutie, which is the one I used to go for all the time when I had a tan. I'm leaning more towards a combination or Private Island on its own. I rarely use Caramel Cutie right now in the winter. In the summer I can get there, but definitely not the winter. And then for blush, it's kind of the only thing that I'm always switching up. Right now I'm using my Fenty Beauty Blush Duo. This is limited edition. I think they still have it on sale, so get it while you can. And I use a combination of both blushes. Kind of just mix them, putting on my 109 and then pressing that in. I find using my foundation brush always makes the products more seamless into the skin. A little bit of bronzer down the nose. I just feel like it gets lost otherwise. I can't be bothered to contour it on a daily. Since I've gotten the Rare Beauty highlight, I've been using this to highlight. Otherwise, I don't really use highlight. I've just been liking this formula. It's the lightest shade that she does. It's really pretty though. So I don't use a lot of this because I've been doing a blush topper that has a glow to it. And then I take this Fenty Duo in Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. I only take Ginger Binge though. This was made popular by Madison Beer because this is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Pinkgasm, but in a powder. So this is nice just to add a little bit of glow to the cheeks. Try and go light with this because this does emphasize my texture. Just makes really fresh and glowy look. And taking a little bit of mascara on the lower lashes. Then for the lip, this has been my go-to combo. I sometimes switch up the lip pencil. Right now I have the Charlotte Tilbury Hot Gossip because it's a really nice pink tone. I like how the Charlotte Tilbury is really creamy and not dry. My lips are pretty dry right now. So this is a combo I like to use for days when I just need that moisture back in my lips. I use the Clé de Peau Beauté Lip Glorifier in Neutral Pink. Really pretty packaging. And this, I feel like, self-adjusts on me. Goes on pretty light. And then I feel like it gets a little pinker. So I put that down as a base. Already feel like it's getting a little bit darker. And then the star of the show, this is what I love. I'll wear this on its own. It is from Givenchy. And I'm late to the game on these. They're the Rose Perfecto Liquid Balms. I have the shade 01. I love the packaging. It's super cool. I don't like the smell. I've kind of grown accustomed to it. It doesn't bother me anymore. A beautifully shiny, nourishing lip balm. And then to seal the deal, I've been back to using my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I have the jumbo here. And they had a 2-pack on, hold on, I just sprayed myself in the eye. This reminds me of Cancun. Anyways, they had a 2-pack of those on sale and I got 20% off the sale price. So I have a pack of those coming and I'm so excited. I got some really good sales from Sephora, I feel. This is my completed everyday makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. When I'm doing makeup, this is what I want to do. This is my perfect, super simple, really impactful, I feel, everyday makeup. It feels good on my skin, feels good on my lips. Like everything that I'm doing always feels good at the end of the day. It's really fresh. My skin feels like skin. My lips are hydrated, have just enough pizzazz to my eyes, I feel. Like I could really do anything. It's dramatic enough, it's simple enough, it's really my everyday, every occasion, I guess, sort of makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I just finished my hair with the Dyson. I still have some hair tinsel. I know you guys have been asking about that in my hair from when my cousin did my hair for New Year's. I have one that fell out, still have a couple hanging on, so they're still in there. Still loving my Dyson. I do that when I style my hair and it just works out so nicely for me. I just love the volume it gives, and I feel like my hair has really gotten healthy since switching to the Dyson as well. I'm going on a tangent now, but everyday makeup, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'd love to know what products you've been reaching for, what ideas you want to see me do next for tutorials, videos, whatever you want to see me do. I'm trying to get 3 videos up per week, and it is Tuesday right now, so hopefully I can get this up by my usual time. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge, so hope to see you tonight. But thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, for spending some time with me today. If you have not already, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos. We'll see you guys in my next one.